Okay, it's 12:02. We appreciate everyone for joining us today. We are Rivet and we are Fast Pitch Inspired. So my name is Brian Noel. I'm the Director of Brand, and we wanted to invite you exclusively to this webinar to share with you what's coming up in the next year. We're going to tell the world through some PR campaigns. We've got some things releasing, but we wanted to make sure you knew first because our VIP teams, our coaches, our players, our moms and dads do so much for Rivet and helping us out. So today we're going to talk about how and why we became exclusively softball, how that redefined our business, and some exciting new products. We've got our co-founders here. We've got our VIP manager. We got director of comms. You're going to hear from some different people today. It's going to be fun. And the goal is this: 30 minutes or less. We know you're busy, and we appreciate you hanging out with us today. So that being said, we're going to jump right in, and I'd love to introduce Jason Polstein. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Brian.
Awesome. Well, Jason's going to kick us off with letting us know he's one of the co-founders about how Rivet started from softball and that decision to become exclusively fast pitch inspired.
Yeah, so Rivet has a pretty interesting origin story. So my brother and I co-founded Rivet, and our younger sister played, and she broke her nose while she was playing, and she needed a batter's guard to keep playing. And the issue she ran into when my dad went to buy one was all of them were baseball/softball, and she couldn't see out of them. They weren't designed the right way. So him being an engineer went in the garage and designed a face mask that she started using, and then a bunch of other parents on the team wanted one too. Around that time, we said, hey, let's see if we can sell some of these. And at that point, that's where Rivet was born, literally born out of the garage of our parents' house. And we kind of grew that one product at a time into what we have now. Along the way, we kind of took a little bit of a detour, and we became a softball/baseball company, and we did really well there. But about 3 years ago, with the birth of my daughter, I started recognizing how important team sports are for women. I started doing a lot of research, started seeing the differences that my daughter was introduced to versus my nephew, who is about the same age, and recognized, hey, at Rivet, we can make a really, really big difference in girls and women's sports. And, we started doing a lot of research into this, and the thing that really stuck out to me was that idea that 82% of women in executive level jobs have played organized sports in middle, high, or post-secondary school. And when you look at participation rates of girls amongst boys, you start seeing that there's a pretty drastic difference there. So, we really made a strategic pivot, a shift in the company just to be softball only, because we really felt that we could really make a difference to, these girls and their lives as they start, getting older and going into the job market. So with that, we oriented our entire business around coaches and players. And when we started doing that, we realized we really had to understand our coaches and players better. And about 11 months ago, we brought Shay on to really help us figure out how to do that and kind of tell the story. So with that, I'd like to introduce Shay, who's our Director of Communications.
Hey, thanks guys for having me. This is such an exciting time in our brand's history and progress. And I've gotten to work with a lot of companies that are in growth phase, but Rivet is really unique in that the founders are so committed to knowing the actual needs of the actual customer. And, that seems like it should be commonplace in business, but I think if we look at a lot of other brands in the space, and some of our own personal shopping experiences, it's just not always the case. So I want to say thank you so much to Jason and Matthew, our founders, for bringing in a team to really get to know the customer. And so I want to talk about how Rivet has committed to knowing the customer and serving the customer, and really kind of what our philosophy and our heart is. So we, as you guys all know, you're all VIP teams, and you're our insiders. You're kind of our business family. And so we're coming to share these updates with you first. And it all started with one team. We said, well, at that time, it was a lot of guys sitting around the board table and saying, we want to serve teenage girls in fast pitch. How do we do that effectively? And there was some arguing across the table, and then they kind of started to realize, hey, we should ask the players what they really need. So brought in Gabby. You guys are all familiar with Gabby, our VIP experience manager. She's amazing. And Gabby said, well, yeah, we could find some teams and we could start asking them. We could bring them into the office, we could have conversations with them, we could visit them on the field. And so that project kicked off. We started with 1 team, then that grew to 2 teams and 10 teams and 100 teams. And we are now at 290 VIP teams that span across the entire United States, which is incredible. We've got some amazing, we're seeing growth, just exponential growth in our VIP program. And our commitment there to you guys is to understand your needs. We want to listen, we want to observe, and that's really what we've been doing. And so that means that we've had to change our business processes and our business systems, just in even how we decide what products to make. It's expensive and complicated to make these products, and it's complicated sometimes to get them to the end user and the buyer. And so Matthew Polstein is our president, and he has really figured out some key ways to identify which products we can bring to you guys to meet the needs, and also where you guys can find them. So welcome, Matthew.
Awesome. Thank you, Shay. And thank you, everybody, for joining us on the call today. We know you all have busy lives, and we really appreciate you carving out some time to just sit and chat with us, or at least listen to us chat to you. So yeah, let's talk about products. I mean, what's really been fundamental and just so exciting for us is, how this VIP program and how our efforts to really connect with you, the customer, and learn about what you need, like how profoundly it has changed our product development and the products we put on the market. And really, it's just because we're learning that the best ideas for every product we launch really come from you. They don't come from us. And that's just really, really exciting. And we're really thankful that you share that information for us because of what it's able to do and what it's able to allow us to do to better serve the softball market. Originally, when we started co-creating with you, you said, hey, we need a bigger bag. So we made a bigger backpack. And then last year you said, hey, we still can't find a pair of softball pants that fit. And so, we launched the first 4-way stretch softball pant that really fit players well. And this year, probably what I'm most excited about of any product we ever launch is we are introducing to the market the first pair of sliding shorts with built-in period protection. And that idea of period protection being built into the sliding shorts actually came from a mom on one of the VIP teams. We knew from the start ways we could make a better sliding short, make them a little longer, add some padding. But that transformational, or that really fundamental feature that we could add into the sliding short so that it would make the life of the everyday softball player easier. The reality of having to step out on the field and be comfortable and be confident we're out on the field, like that really meant a lot to us. And it really is amazing that idea, came from just coming out and talking to you guys and learning from you. One last exciting product we have coming out this year, we've got a few products, but that we're really excited about is the first softball sock. So there's a lot of all sports socks out on the market, but learning about all the things you struggled with in terms of buying socks, wearing out too fast, sliding down too easily on your legs. We have launched the first softball specific sock that has an over the knee length and a bunch of other features to make sure that all the pains you have with socks are solved. So both those products are on their way to retail stores right now. And you'll start seeing those available in stores, and they're actually up on rivet.com right now as well. And then finally, we have moved into uniforms and customized apparel. So we are really excited to start being able to develop jerseys, spirit wear for mom, dad, brother, sister, and coach. And we are building out sort of a whole team sales division inside this building so that we can better serve the team need beyond helmets and backpacks. So just so much really cool stuff coming out right now, and all of it really being built off of the feedback you provide us. So we're really excited. We really thank you for all that. But beyond products, we really listen to you past the functionality of the product and really about the experience of being a softball player. And one of the things that really jumped out of this, and I could say kind of rubbed us the wrong way, was the in-store experience for the softball player just was not up to par with the experience for that baseball player or that football player who was walking into these stores. And so over the last year, we worked really hard with our retail partners on, trying to tell them, hey, we really need to step up and create this exceptional experience for the softball player when they come into your store. And we're super excited that Academy Sports really bought into this vision and really bought into this idea of serving the softball customer. And so the images you see up on the screen right now are what the softball section inside of Academy Sports will look like in January. So a really large dedicated space for just softball with all the products you need, from socks to headbands to pants to even some graphic t-shirts, and also a mannequin. Really cool idea. There has never been a softball mannequin. So we now have established softball is a real sport, people, and in Academy Sports it's real enough now to have their own mannequin dressed from head to toe. So we're really excited to sort of help shape that in-store experience for the softball customer. And this is just the start. So we're hoping to really build on this in the coming years. And then finally, before I pass this off to Gabby, what's coming down the pipeline? Coaches, we have heard from you how difficult, how burdensome the administrative side of coaching is, ordering uniforms, getting everything you need to start the season, all the things you do that aren't coaching, because, you're really in this to coach and you want to be on the field coaching. And we are currently building out, and working really hard on taking all of that administrative burden off your shoulder so you can get back on the field and do what you love to do, which is coach. And so, as we look to the future, we can't wait to share the progress that we're making and sort of accomplishing that mission. And I'm going to pass it over to Gabby now. She's going to talk to you about how you can stay in the loop on the progress that we're making.
Hey guys, so we're excited to talk to you about what's coming up next. And we are going to be starting a Rivet Facebook Live show. And this is a great opportunity for us to engage with you, to invite you to come into the conversation. We're going to be bringing in people who are influential in the softball community, having even some of our VIP coaches like you be a part of the show and share your expertise, and even kind of bringing people from inside of Rivet, sharing with you some updates that we're working on, what's coming up next, and how you can be a part of that. So they're going to be starting November 28th, and it's going to be on Wednesdays at 12 p.m., and this is a perfect opportunity for you all to be a part of this. It's going to be live, so you can put in questions that you have, invite other people as well to join in the conversation. And also don't forget to invite other people to our VIP program, because we are looking to elevate the sport of softball with you all, with the softball community, for the softball player. And so if we can just start sharing this and getting the word out and really bringing you along the journey with us. Yeah, so I'm going to take it back to Brian to kind of close this off.
Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Our goal is to do this in under 30 minutes, really 20 minutes, but here we are, 15 minutes. We know we're busy, so we wanted to keep it short, but we know if you have any questions today, if you came in a little late and you missed something, that's fine. We recorded this. And as we start doing the Facebook Lives and start having conversations with you, feel free to ask questions. If you have any specific questions for Matthew or Jason around the story, around the product, feel free to shoot us an email. We'll definitely get those answered for you. But I just want to say thanks to the team for hopping on, and thank each of you for making this for us, we get to receive so much quality information from our VIP teams. And when we go out and we sell to Academy, and we sell to Dick's Sporting Goods, and we sell to Hibbett, we don't have to go in there with our opinion. We get to go in there with facts from our community. And it just really makes it fun and exciting, knowing that we get to go in there representing this rich family known as the softball community. So give us feedback on this webinar, how you enjoyed receiving information in this way. And we thank everyone for coming, and we hope everyone has a fantastic day. Thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of the week.